Hi everyone and welcome. I'm really excited for this masterclass today. We're going to go over how to generate more leads with a free Google My Business listing. And this is an opportunity for you to, if you don't have a Google My Business listing, to create one. It's free, and if you do have one, we're going to go over how you can optimize it a little bit more so that you can start generating leads that are free. They come from organic searches and you don't need to pay for anything crazy like Facebook ads or pay-per-click to get them. So we're going to dive right in. I'm really excited for this. If you guys have any questions, feel free to either leave a comment on the video if you have the capabilities to do that, or you can send an email to us at hello@changemediaco.com, or you can shoot us a DM on Instagram at changemediaco. So we're going to get right into this. So if you're new around here, my name is Leanna. I am the founder of Change Media company, and I am just so thrilled to be offering these master classes. This is something we've wanted to incorporate since kind of this fruition, this idea of Change Media Co. began, and I really want our membership to not only be focused on done-for-you marketing content, but to be able to help real estate agents and real estate professionals, whether you're a lender, you're an agent, or even an investor, kind of grow and scale their businesses. So hopefully through these masterclasses that we're not only going to be offering masterclasses that are focused on marketing, but also on increasing your sales, how you can, become a better real estate agent, how you can actually convert and close those deals, and then actually how you can scale your business, maybe create a team, different opportunities for you to become a local expert in your community, just all the things. We really want to be this all-in-one kind of membership platform that's at affordable cost for you so that you can continue to grow and succeed. We love small business owners. They're the backbone of our local economy, and my goal is to help you be able to help other people. So like I said, I am the founder. I am a serial entrepreneur based in Las Vegas. So Change Media Co. is actually one of my businesses. I own a total of 4. And I've been in the digital marketing space for about a decade now. I've been helping people in the real estate industry for about 5 years. And several of my clients that are full service are all real estate professionals. And then I have the membership that has actually a huge amount of people in it. We are just at right under 50 right now. And it's just been amazing. So as I'm recording this video, so I really love to help my clients scale their business through social media, SEO, and other marketing strategies, whether they're traditional or digital. I think there's a spot, a time and place for both of them. And today, like I said, we're going to go over a little bit more on the digital side, but we will get into the traditional and future master classes. So I hope you stay tuned for those ones. So today we're going to cover what is Google My Business. We're going to learn about the Google My Business platform and why it's important for your business to be utilizing it. Then I'm going to walk you through the steps on how to set up your free Google My Business listing, and then we're going to show you how you can optimize Google My Business to start generating leads. So we'll do that for a very short amount of time because it's pretty simple to set up, but then we'll go through on how you can actually optimize that listing so that you can generate leads without worrying about, setting up some type of paid ads. So this is just a quote from Bright Local. It's actually a statistic. The average business is found in 1,009 searches per month, where only 16% is actually direct searches. That means that 157 are the direct searches and 852 are discovery searches every month. So what does that mean? Direct searches are someone that's specifically typing in the name of your business. So that is someone that's going to Google and they're typing in Change Media Co. They want to find me. They know who they're looking for. That is a direct search. Whereas discovery searches are people that are looking for real estate marketing, and so they're typing in real estate marketing into their search engine, and maybe they don't even know about me, maybe they have heard about our company, but that is a way for us to be found on a discovery search when someone is typing in real estate or real estate marketing. So just keep that in mind. That's something that's really important because a lot of people think, I'll just set up my listing or I have a website, I can easily be found, but it's really important to know that discovery searches are actually the number one way that people can actually find you. So Google My Business, what is it and why do we even care? Google My Business is a free online business directory. It's where you can have a business listing to generate traffic, leads, and reviews. It's a tool that helps people find your real estate business whenever they search for real estate services in your area. In a way, you can kind of think of it as like a modern day version of the Yellow Pages, kind of like a digital platform. In the old days, whenever someone needed services, they would just pull out their Yellow Pages book, thumb through the listing, say, oh, there's a realtor, let's call them. But now they can actually go online. And so when someone does this search on Google for a professional in their area, if that business has a Google My Business page or listing, those search results would actually be able to lead them to their business so that they can be found on top of the search engine search result page. Other online directories include places like Apple Maps, Yelp, which you may have a Yelp listing. I'm not a fan of them. However, I know a lot of businesses that have them. They're not really common in the real estate industry because most people aren't typically looking for real estate services on Yelp. There's being places for businesses, local.com, TripAdvisor, Waze, and obviously Yellow Pages does have a digital platform now. And those are some, free online directories, and some of them are paid, just to keep in mind. So why should you care? Well, the numbers don't lie. You can see here the proportion of customer actions per Google My Business listings are pretty high. 24% of people that find a Google My Business listing, whether it's through discovery search or through a direct search, is about 24% of those are going to be calls. 56% of those click through to that business's website to learn a little bit more about them, and 20% actually get direction requests. So if someone's looking for a specific business like a brick and mortar and they want to go check out where that business is, they can click direction requests to see how far that business away is from them where they are currently located. So like I said, a typical business receives 59 actions from their Google My Business listing each month. 59. While that number may not seem like a lot when you're just hearing it out loud, think about if you had 59 potential clients walking through your door or giving you a call that are saying, hey, I want to sell my house. Hey, I want to list my house. Hey, I would like to get pre-approved for a mortgage because I'm thinking about buying. I'm a first-time home buyer. 59 people walk through your doors or call you in a month. And even if you convert only 5% of those, that's 5 more that you didn't have with an opportunity that it's a lead generation tool that is free. 16% of businesses receive more than 100 calls each month from Google My Business. So out of this percentage that you can see on the chart on the right-hand side, calls account for about 24%, but 16% of businesses receive more than 100 calls each month from Google My Business. So just let that sink in, because I think that's a really important stat to remember, especially as a real estate agent. All real estate agents or mortgage lenders, we all typically sell the same thing. You sell your services as either buyer representation or seller representation. Sometimes, typically, you might be working with investors, or maybe you're a lender. But at the end of the day, you're all typically selling the same services. So how can you stand out above everyone else that sells the exact same thing? The way to do it is through services like Google My Business that are free, social media like Change Media Co., where you can personalize content, etc., etc. So marketing with Google My Business, it costs nothing. You get more exposure in search engine queries, whether it's a direct search or a discovery search like we talked about a few slides ago. It increases your SEO, which stands for search engine optimization for mobile search traffic, which is really important because mobile ranking, it's like a mobile first ranking with Google right now. So they want to see that you have a mobile friendly website and that you're easily searchable on a mobile device, because most people are typically on their mobile devices. They're out and about, they're going around. Some people don't even have really computers anymore. They're typically utilizing their phone for most search queries. There's an opportunity to get into the local 3-pack, which we'll talk about a little bit more later. I'll kind of show you guys a slide that has what the local 3-pack looks like, kind of talk about how you can really get into that. With Google My Business, reviews help you. It's social proof. You can ask for testimonials from clients. There's a link that you can easily send to them where they click that link and the review option pops up, and they can just leave you a review right there. They can give you a 5-star review. They can can also write like a little love note for you. It just there's social proof in looking at it. And it also looks more professional and legitimate so that you can stand out from your competitors. So on the right hand side, you can see I just kind of shared a screenshot of what the Change Media Co. Google My Business listing looks like when you click on it and you're searching through the maps. As you can see on here, you can see that the listing has a cover photo. It shows where that business is located, whether it's in the US or the Canada, because I know we have some members that are in Canada. And then, you have easy access to either go visit their website, you can call them, you can learn more, you can see if they have any posts, and you can click on their reviews to see if they have any reviews that you would like to read and see if it's something that resonates with you as a business owner and you'd like to move forward with it. So that's what a Google My Business listing looks like when you're on the Maps version of it, after you have searched for it and can click over to there. So creating a Google My Business listing. So it is a free profile that we can set up. It is very, very easy to do. I'm going to kind of talk you through the steps, just because visually you would have to actually create an account, and I don't need to create any accounts right now, but it's literally so simple. So we'll just walk through those. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to google.com/business, and you're going to, you want to make sure that you bookmark this address, as you'll need it to access your Google My Business profile in the future. You can also go to business.google.com, which also directs you to it, but google.com/business is pretty easy for people to remember. You're going to log in with your Google account. If you do not have a Google account, so like Gmail, you'll have to create one of those. Typically, most people do have them, so that's just something to make sure that you do have. And if you don't have one, you can create one. It's free, and you can use any email address with it. Then you're going to go and enter your business name, and you're going to make sure that you spell it correctly and use the proper cases. So if your business is like mine, Change Media Co., the C in Change, the M in Media, the C in Co. are all capitalized. Once you enter that, you cannot change it until after you've verified. So it's super, super important to make sure that you do that correctly, because that's the first impression that a customer sees when they find your listing online. Then you're going to enter your business address, and this is a screen where you're going to enter that so Google can verify that your business actually exists. They don't allow P.O. boxes, but they sometimes allow UPS boxes just because it's an actual storefront address, and you can only have one business per residence. So that's just something to keep in mind. Typically, if you are a real estate agent, you can put the office of your realtor's brokerage or your mortgage lender's brokerage. If you happen to work from home, you can use your personal address to verify. And then once you verify, it doesn't have to be public. It's really just to ensure that it's a legitimate business. Then once you do that, you're going to choose whether you're a storefront or a service provider. And this allows people to know, I can actually walk into the business, because maybe it's a brick and mortar, if it's a brokerage or an office, and you can choose if it's not, then you can choose a specific zip code or area. As I noted, in a couple previous slides, I don't typically have a brick and mortar address that people can go to. I'm very digital, so people can find us pretty much anywhere across the US. However, if someone wanted to meet up with me, there is the ability to do that if you are local to Nevada, in Vegas, or Reno, Tahoe. Then you're going to choose your primary business category, and to do this, it dictates where and when you'll show up on Google searches. So if you're in the real estate industry, typically your business category is going to include something that's either real estate agents, real estate lawyer, real estate, lender, mortgage lender. And that's really important, because if you do not include that and you just say that you're a small business owner, or you include a category that's not necessarily relevant to the type of service you're providing, when it comes to Google pulling out a search query, let's say for, real estate agent in Las Vegas, you will not show up if you've chosen a category that's not relevant to that. So it's just really important, if someone's searching for best realtor near me, that you have a better chance of showing up, your business profile showing up in those search results. And then you're going to additionally add your contact info, like your phone number and website. Both phone calls and website clicks are tracked by Google, as we've seen, a few slides before in that chart. So you want to make sure that your information is correct there. Then you're going to want to verify your business listing. Typically, this is done with a postcard. They have had the option in the past to verify your business listing via phone. However, for the last 3 or 4 listings that we have done in the past, it's always been via postcard. So it typically takes about 5 days for that postcard to get sent from Google to your place of work. And then you're going to have to put the code that is on that postcard into your Google My Business listing to verify it. According to Google, that you must verify your business listing because this helps Google make sure that your business information is accurate and that only you, the business manager or the business owner, has access to it. Then you want to finish populating your Google My Business profile by editing your real estate business information, your description, adding if it's woman or veteran owned, adding your services or products. There's different features that you can include in the description so that you can stand out on Google, and it shows Google that you've taken the time to actually optimize your profile by including a detailed description and selecting these different things, even just something as simple as the hours you're available or if you offer online appointments, etc. We're going to go over kind of a little bit deeper dive into optimizing your Google My Business profile. We'll get there in a second. So this is the back end of Google My Business where you can see the insights. Now this is important because it allows you to see, are people actually seeing your Google My Business listing? Are they calling you? Are they viewing your profile? If they are viewing your profile, are they taking actions? And if they are taking actions, then you can go into your, let's say, Google Analytics if you have those connected to your website, or just follow up on those actions to see if something's actually coming out of it. So as you can see in this breakdown, I have showed, this one shows that 171 people have viewed someone's business profile, and the devices that people have used have been, 93 of them, which is 54%, have been on desktop, 40% have been on mobile, 6% have been on through Google Maps desktop, and 0% have actually been from Google Maps mobile. Now, what's interesting about this is because I have a real estate marketing company, I'm going to show a little bit more desktop search queries versus mobile, just because a marketing membership specifically, is typically done by someone who has a desktop computer. However, for real estate, it will look different and probably be more focused on the mobile side. Then you can see on the right-hand side, these are customer actions. So this shows over the last quarter, how many people have visited the website or called us. Typically, we don't have a phone number associated with our membership, so all of these are website visits, and you can see there's been 128 actions from Google My Business that have gone to our website. So there is an insight section. They've actually been modifying it over the last month or so you will see these slightly change in terms of the look and feel of them, but typically you'll be able to kind of understand, what are people looking at when they come to my Google My Business listing, and how can I optimize that section to ensure that people are actually converting and getting into my funnel, whether that's on my website or calling me. So how can we generate leads and optimize our profile to get traffic? This is probably the most important section. Like I said, the Google My Business listing is pretty easy to set up. You literally just follow the steps on google.com/business. So now we're going to get really into the generating lead side and how you can actually use this free listing to generate traffic and leads for your business. So we're going to talk about how to optimize your profile, filling out your detailed description and implementing keywords so that you can be found. We're going to talk about testimonials and the importance of actually asking for reviews, because it shows social proof, and there's a really important stat that like 88% of people see reviews as a personal recommendation. I'll get to that a little bit more because I have the information on a different slide. And then we're going to talk about posting consistently and sharing status updates via posts so that potential clients can see you and know that you're actually active in the real estate realm, and that they can trust you because you are a legitimate business. So start showing up on Google. get found in discovery searches. Did you know that 84% of business profile views on Google originate from the discovery searches? Kind of like we previously talked about, the stat might be slightly different because I think this one is from 2020 and the previous stat is from actually 2021. So it's just really important to recognize this. You want to make sure that everything is optimized, that you have keywords in there, and you want to make sure that everything stays up to date. So to start showing up, we want to use keywords: real estate, realtor, Vegas real estate, Vegas realtor, mortgage lender in Vegas, whatever it may be. We want to make sure that we're using the keywords that people are actually searching to find you. Then we want to make sure we stay up to date on your contact information. If your hours change, maybe because there's a holiday and you're maybe closed, let's say on Easter, or you're closed on, Passover, whatever it may be, we want to make sure that we include that. But then we also want to make sure that we include when we are open. So are you open 24 hours? Are you open 9 to 5? Typically in the real estate industry, we feel like we're up 24/7. So if you want to include 24 hours, I highly recommend it if that's something that is feasible for you and your business. You want to make sure you select primary and secondary categories. We talked about this previously on ensuring that you select categories that make sense for you, like real estate agent, real estate lawyer, mortgage broker, mortgage lender. And then you can also have the option to include secondary categories. Not everyone wants to include a secondary category, but some do. So for me, I want to make sure that I am in the marketing agency space and then also in the real estate space. For real estate, you may just want to focus on the real estate side. Then you want to mark off applicable attributes. So this was me talking about if you're a woman-led or woman-owned business, if you're a veteran-led or a veteran-owned business. They have specific options that you can select on Google My Business as you are optimizing your profile that you'll see right on the main dashboard. Then you want to write a complete from the business description. So this is basically a description of who your business is, what you actually do. This is really easy to be able to implement keywords here. So you want to implement keywords like real estate, realtor, your location, anything that makes the most sense on why someone would be searching for you. The next thing is we want to start publishing Google posts weekly. Now, if you don't have the time, weekly is great. Typically, on Google My Business, a shelf life of a Google My Business post has been 7 days. Recently, they've actually been showing previous posts. So as you can see on the bottom right here, I have kind of a screenshot of what a business post looks like on Google My Business, and you can see that I have one that's more recent and then one that's from February 17th, 2021, and there's an arrow to actually click through to see previous posts. So, it's important to make sure that those are up to date because people can see when you last posted and then your most recent posts. You can also include offers there, updates for, something like the pandemic, or just showcasing, different articles. So here's a few ideas that you can showcase when it comes to your Google My Business list. So these may be different to every single person, but you can you can write a post that is focused on how much is your home worth and link back to a landing page that maybe has the ability to, give them a free estimate or has a link for them to call you so that you can come out and do a free consultation. If you're on the mortgage side, you can say, how much do I have to put down, or what is the lowest monthly payment approximately with like a calculator, and link that back to your website. You can also have a first-time home buyer download that they can get. Maybe it's a checklist for selling your home, like decluttering. They can go, that's a post that you can link back to your website or a landing page. Same with how to save money for your down payment. You can either have a checklist that goes back to a landing page, or you can showcase an article. Maybe the article is written by your brokerage. Maybe it's an article from Change Media Co. You can share that kind of value and educational content. You can also showcase local news or local deals, like an offering that you may be having, or maybe a business that you co-market with in the area, which we will have a masterclass on co-marketing. That's one of my specialty topics, so we'll bring someone in to talk about that, and just establish yourself as more of a local expert. So those are kind of Google posts that you want to either publish weekly or daily. I always recommend if you can do at least 2 posts a week, that's ideal. The more you can do, the better, because Google likes to see that fresh quality content coming up. But the minimum would be once every 7 days. The maximum would be, I would recommend once every, 5 days a week, 5 out of 7 days a week, Monday through Friday. Just once would be probably pretty ideal. Then you also want to make sure that you're uploading new photos weekly or monthly. There is a section where you can upload photos. You'll be able to do your logo, team pictures, photos of your office, and then, as you, grow your business, if you do team outings, or if you have any client meetings and those clients are saying, you're free to share my photo, you can share those online and create those updates on your Google My Business listing. You can also answer questions. So this is a really cool feature that they have by answering questions that are pretty common to your business. If someone's asking these, you can answer them there. You can also collect and respond to reviews, which is super important, that you're asking for those reviews and then that you're actually replying to them, whether it's a 5-star or a 1-star. We always want to make sure that we are on top of it and responding in a timely manner, because it just shows that you care, and we want to make sure that potential clients that see us know that we actually care about the people that are on the other side, our clients, whether they're past, present, or future, that they are seeing that we actually care about our clients. You can also add your products and or services. So for me, I have a social media service, so you want to include those on there. As a real estate agent, you want to make sure that you include that you have buyer representation, seller representation, etc., etc. You can also set up messaging on your profile. So this is a really cool feature that you can set up that's basically like an instant messenger. So if someone finds your listing on Google, they can say, I want to ask this person a quick question, and they can send you a message that you have to set up, because it is a setting that you need to make sure that you turn on. And you'll get a little notification to your phone saying, hey, Leanna reached out. She wants to know if you service this specific area in Las Vegas, and you can respond back to them like a direct message or an instant message. And then you also want to make sure that you're maintaining your business profile. So it's one thing to start showing up on Google, especially on Google My Business or any other social media platform, but it's another thing to actually maintain that relationship and consistency with the people that are on the other side. So we just want to make sure that we're doing that. So what steps should you take? First, you want to create your free listing. If you don't have one, like I said, go to Google My Business and create that free listing. Then you want to make sure that your listing is very, very detailed. Include your hours, include if you offer online appointments, link to your website, verify your listing, all of that stuff. Third, verify your listing, which I just got into. 4 is maintaining your profile, posting consistently, making sure that you're responding to reviews, making sure that you're including operational hour updates, and availability. If you're closed on a holiday or maybe your hours have shifted, making sure that those are up to date. And then asking for reviews regularly. So making sure that you not only ask current clients and previous clients for reviews, but also asking people that have worked with you, colleagues that have done a deal, if you guys have partnered on a deal or co-marketed a deal together, whatever it may be, someone that has knowledge of your expertise in the space and can write about it. They don't need to lie, because we don't like liars here and say that, that you bought a house for them, you helped them buy a house, whatever. Actually, real, genuine conversation. 88% of consumers trust online reviews as much as they trust personal recommendations. Take that in. Let me say it one more time. 88% of consumers trust online reviews as much as they trust personal recommendations. Reviews are so important. So important. And I'm going to go back a couple slides actually to this Google 3-pack and talk a little bit why reviews are so important. So as you can see, behind I have this initial screenshot that has the map and it shows 3 listings. So this is the Google local 3-pack. What does that mean? The local 3-pack is basically the first 3 Google My Business listings that are shown when someone searches online. Now, there's a few ways to get into this. First is location-wise. They want to see that you are kind of close to the location that the person is searching in. So, someone that is looking for a real estate agent in Las Vegas, but they are located in Green Valley, they're going to be showcased real estate agents that are more focused on the Green Valley area, because that's where they're searching. Whenever they sit down to search, it's the location that they're searching in. So that's something to keep in mind. The second thing is to show up in the local 3-pack. It is based on one, how optimized your profile is, and 2, how active and consistent you are in maintaining that profile with responding to reviews, soliciting and asking for reviews, creating posts that offer educational value and information, and also, just making sure that your profile is optimized and up to date. So as you can see, I actually typed in real estate marketing. I didn't even put anything else, just real estate marketing. I'm in Las Vegas currently, so this pulled around the area of Las Vegas, and Change Media Co. was actually the first one that popped up. Now, this is important for a few reasons. You can see that there's 3 listings here. Now, when you look at these listings, mine is the first one, and a few reasons for this. 1, it has 5 reviews. You can see the one right below has 5 reviews as well. However, my 5 reviews are all 5-star reviews, or they average out to 5 stars, where the one below me does not. Hence why mine is pushed up a little bit higher. Secondly, those reviews also have written words to them. So they're not just a 5-star review. And you can see that Google actually pulled a line from one of those reviews and included it in the actual 3-pack listing. And the third thing is that mine has a website. So you can see there's a website. If I had a brick and mortar, there would also be a button for directions. So there's just a few things to keep in mind. The other thing as well is I have that I'm open 24 hours, whereas the person below me has that they're open, but they do close at 5 p.m. Depending on when you take, when you're looking online for your search query, based upon what hours of availability that real estate agency, brokerage, or mortgage lender is open, that will also dictate on how someone is found in this Google local 3-pack. So super important to keep in mind, if you want to get in the local 3-pack, you need to make sure that you're maintaining your business profile, you're optimizing it, and that you're soliciting and asking for reviews. They're so important. If I were to search for real estate marketing and I was elsewhere, different results would come up, especially based on the location that my business is located in. So it's really important to keep these up to date. If you have multiple offices, you can actually create separate locations, which is actually better because it allows you to get found in more places. So if you are a licensed broker in Nevada, but you also have a brokerage license in, let's say, California, and you have 2 separate office locations, by verifying both of those locations, it allows you to be seen on a wider scale in terms of the amount of search queries that you show up under. So that's just something to keep in mind. I wanted to show you what the Google local 3-pack looks like, because it is very important, because there could be 50 different search results for this local 3-pack, but the first 3 are the ones that show up. So it's something to keep in mind, especially as you're optimizing your profile. Alrighty, so that is how you can create your free Google My Business listing through an online directory like Google. Like I said, there are other opportunities for you to get into other online listings or online directories like Yelp, or TripAdvisor, etc. Google My Business is just one of the best, mainly because it's Google. They have a really high domain authority, and by domain authority, I mean that they basically kind of take over the internet, in the sense that we want to make sure that we are a high priority on their radar, and to be high priority, we need to make sure that we're utilizing the tools that they offer. So Google My Business is one of them. It's really important to do so. If you are a member, I would love if you had any questions about this to reach out to me. I am happy to help you guys set up these if you need some help, or if you need some help kind of strategizing how to optimize it a little bit better. But for the most part, it's really easy. You can do it on your own, or you can ask us for help. One thing I will also note is that there aren't a lot of scheduling platforms that offer the ability to post to Google My Business, like scheduling your post out. Google My Business does not allow it directly in their platform. So if you utilize a scheduling platform, let's say like a Buffer, a Hootsuite, Sprout Social, Loomly, etc., you just want to make sure that if you are focused on, kind of getting those posts scheduled out for Google My Business, that platform does allow it. If not, I always recommend just setting a timer in your calendar once a week, let's say Wednesdays at 9 a.m. And just on Wednesdays at 9 a.m., you go in there, you create your post, and you're set up to go. So super important to just keep those things in mind. But if you have questions, let's connect. You can reach us on Instagram, Facebook, or our website. And we're always happy to help. We really want to see you guys succeed. I really hope this masterclass was helpful to someone that is either new to Google My Business or has a listing but isn't really sure what to do with it. So if you have questions, let us know. If not, we'll see you in the next masterclass, and be sure to head to our main masterclass page on your dashboard so that you can get a look at all of the other masterclasses that we offer. We are going to be putting them online every month around the 15th of the month, at least one new one from an expert, and then possibly one or two mini courses or mini master classes from someone on our team. So I hope that was helpful, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day.